big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Put up, 180!
Mike 5-4. I got it!
Move.
Check three.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Lock in.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Alert!
All day, every day.
Hey, orbit!
Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Single slot. Hey, go, Mike. Game situation, let's go. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
On second and 11 now. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Watch quick.
Prescott from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, ball.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 1st down, a run with Cohen. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch, made it at 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Dallas.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
We're going to 53.
Check.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the run. Hey, help. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. You ain't 26.
Now Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Bring it.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
1st down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. A gain of 7 and a Cowboy first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Cowboys 14, Bears 7.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Go to 54. Line in. Go. Get out there. 26.
Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Roquan Smith able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Gun.
Watch 36.
Here we go. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Line in.
Watch the block.
Here we go. 47.
Watch the block. Hey, we're going Mike 40. Get that quarterback. And Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Nice, sweetheart. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming.
Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rip left, rip left. Kill. Alert. Wide, get wide.
From the 44, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
180. Hey, let's get in them holes. Check 24. Hey, alert.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pick it up.
This is Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Get him, boy.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Alert. Check 29. General West.
Second down and goal. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytic.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Let's go, baby. 40's mine. 40's a mine. Watch the pass. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Watch this.
Hey, kill.
Mike 40. Stay with your man.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Intended that time for Cooper. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check nickel. Mike 36.
47.
Hey, defense.
26.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Mike 36.
Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
Done. 26.
Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lucky. Shit. Rush in.
Here we go. Go to 54. Hey, 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Hey, 18.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, echo.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alert.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check time.
Trubisky will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Back. 26.
From the 27, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. 27.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go. 50.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Lining. We own it. 26. 26.
Now Prescott. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Plays and out. It's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6 man.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 35, Mike 35. 35's the mic.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Now Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Go right in.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
26. Here we go. Kill. 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's into the clear. 30, past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Draw play, Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Right, here we go. Come on.
10th carry now for Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Prescott from the gun. Aguilar has it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nelson Aguilar. 44 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our
time. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey,
Here we go. Kill.
Spawn. No.
Then we're going to 52.
He's coming. Double up.
26.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Hey, Mike 40. Watch the run. Shoot.
Kill.
Shit.
Here we're going to 54. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The kick by Maher is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They try again with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
55, Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Bears 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 44 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run. This is Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the 39-yard line.
Get up! 180! Red, up!
Again, it's Cohen. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check back.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Cohen. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill. Check. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now Pollard. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here we go, here we go. Touch the outlaw. 36. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check, check. First down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down. Tonight's final score.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us